Hi everyone, my name's Lily and I'm the book reviewer behind Utopia State of Mind, and today I'm going to be chatting about cozy cozy translated fiction that is on my TBR. So I'm shamelessly asking for recommendations and also your thoughts on these books if you've read them. I have seen a bunch of, maybe it's because I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which to me seems kind of like the epitome of the jumping off point of translated cozy kind of fiction literature in terms of fantastical cozy fiction that has been translated from Asia. So maybe that's just the echo chamber that I've started to find myself in. But ever since that, I found a bunch of more releases. And I don't think that's on accident. I think that based on the success of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, publishers have been acquiring more translated works that have similar vibes like that. I'm just basing it off the fact that I'll read a bunch of these different synopsises and they're like for fans of Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So it's not just me. Okay. And so this is my TBR list, and I wanted to ask people what they thought of it. And I wanted to also find out from you if you have any other recommendations. So let me just jump into the list. Also, you'll notice a theme. I'll let you tell me what you think the theme is, but you'll notice a theme by the end in terms of what I'm drawn to. So the first one on my TBR is the Dallargut Dream Department Store, and as it says, Before the Coffee Gets Cold meets Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore, which I haven't read, so maybe that's something that should be on my TBR. Please comment down below if you think it is. I'm just gonna quickly open that search in the next tab. Oh, it's about a 24-hour bookstore. Okay. I definitely should add this to my list. But it is a Dallargut Dream department store, and all I remember is basically it's a department store that sells dreams. I think all of these kinds of cozy like recommendations that I've gotten, specifically by Goodreads and Amazon and stuff, as it knows my browsing habits, are all ones that can really be succinctly summed up in basically one sentence. And so a department store that sells dreams is this sentence. It is basically a story where it's a store where all kinds of dreams are sold. And we meet Penny, who is a new hire. And there are a variety of different characters that are either the owner, producers, new hire, employees, and kind of how they all conceptualize dreams, I guess, and how they work in the store. The next one is We'll Prescribe You a Cat. And the tagline for this is, a cat a day keeps the doctor away. As someone who loves cats but doesn't own a cat, this. Also, the cover for this one, which you'll see, is just so cute. It is basically, oh, and I will also mention that a lot of these stories that have been acquired in translation, at least for the US or Western markets, have done really well in their respective countries. So, for example, this one is a best-selling Japanese novel, but some of the other ones that I saw were also like, oh, it was a bestseller, international bestseller, or this is a bestseller in Japan, or this is, you know, like, there are more reasons why they would want to acquire them as well based on their track record of success in their original language and also original country. So basically, We'll Prescribe You a Cat. It is the clinic for the soul, who basically, it can only be found by people who are struggling and they need help. And so the clinic offers them a unique cat. They prescribe them a cat as medication. Like, I just feel like, when am I going to stumble on this clinic where I'm prescribed a cat as medication for the life I'm struggling with? Just gonna say that right there. The next one is The Cat Who Saved Books. It is there's a tiny bookshop, which is a secondhand bookshop, and inside, the main character, I think the main character's grandfather runs or created the secondhand bookstore. The death of his grandfather, then the main character has to potentially close the shop, but then a talking tabby cat called Tiger appears and asks for help. The cat needs a book lover to join him on a mission. ... We love cat companions. Also, we love secondhand bookshops. So No mystery, honestly, about why this was recommended to me. The next one is the Kamigawa Food Detectives, which is a series for fans of Before the Coffee Gets Cold. How many times am I going to see that book title in this video? But anyway, there's a very special restaurant, and they serve obviously amazing food, except it is run by a father-daughter duo, and they are food detectives. So they are able to recreate dishes from a person's treasured memories. I love this concept so much because I love the idea that food transports you. It also evokes memories. Like, I just love that idea so much. Cue Ratatouille. But I just love that idea so much. And so I'm really excited for the Kamigawa Food Detectives. If anyone wants to read any of these books, maybe we should and like chat about it afterwards. But I'm really excited for that one. Days at the Morisaki Bookshop kept being recommended to me. But basically, it is a bookshop, obviously. And the main character doesn't really like reading, but the bookshop has been in her family for generations. She then accepts her eccentric uncle's offer to live rent-free above the shop based on a variety of different life events, forcing her to kind of take that offer. And so there she encounters new worlds, not only within the bookshop, but I would assume also people who go to the bookshop. Yeah. And one of the taglines, or one of the things in the synopsis as well, is that she will end up getting closer also to her uncle and finding out that they have more in common than they first thought. So I'm really excited for this one. I love things set in bookshops, honestly. If you know any other books set in bookshops, let me know down below. But I just love this idea of getting like a second chance or life in a bookshop. The next one is recommended to me when I was telling a friend about all of these different cozy translated fiction works. They were like, oh, have you ever heard of If Cats Disappeared from the World? So here is If Cats Disappeared from the World. Our main character's days are numbered. So estranged from living alone with only his cat Cabbage, he gets a diagnosis that he only has months to live. But the devil appears with a special offer in exchange for making one thing in the world disappear. He can have an extra day of life. And does he pick cats? I don't know. This is the first time, honestly, that I've read the synopsis all the way through, just because I really enjoy when friends give me recommendations. If you had a cat, would you like get rid of it to have an extra day of life? I don't know. I don't have a cat, but I still don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, that's If Cats Disappear from the World. So this is my list of 6 cozy fiction translated books from Asia, TBR. So let me know down below how you feel about any of these books and if you would recommend any of these books. And I will see you in the next video or in a future video where hopefully I will have read at least one of those books. Okay, bye.